Top 8 ways to find calm during extreme stress and gain inner peace in the age of corona. Remember that prolonged stress, when unmanaged, can wreak havoc on mental and physical health, and over time can lead to a host of other problems. Check out this video to tap into the superpower of calmness that's within you and that always leads you to inner peace when properly activated. Learn to boost your well-being and motivation now. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of Sweetie Kiwi. This is a great day, a great opportunity for us, the whole team of the Sweetie Kiwi Show, to discuss this wonderful topic with you today. I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. I want to talk to you about the top 8 ways to find calm during extreme stress and gain inner peace in the age of corona. Number 1, engage your senses. Now, there is nothing that brings instant calm than engaging your senses in a positive way. I'm talking here about seeing, touching, tasting, smelling, and hearing. And my favorite, sixth sense, feeling. Intuition, gut feeling, right? So the thing here is that very simple. No need to go anywhere and spend money. Be in the house, light a candle, gaze out of the window to the beautiful world outside. And you can dance to one of your favorite songs. Put that rock and roll or that salsa or that 1960s Beatles song, whatever just rocks your boat. Use it. Dance to one of your favorite songs. You can also engage your other senses in terms of smell. Smell something delicious, or citrus or rosemary. Whatever it is, you want to engage your senses. You can touch something that relaxes you. If you have a pet, cuddle with the pet. Share that sense of communion with the pet. So engage your senses will help you find calm during extreme stress, that is, and gain inner peace in the age of corona. Number 2, have self-compassion. Now, this is one of the things that we've seen in our research a lot of people don't engage in. You have to care for yourself. Often we are our worst critic. People constantly have they engage in this negative talk. They put themselves down. You are stupid. You will never get it done. This is not you. You're not success. You'll never going to be successful. A lot of this negative self-talk traces its roots to childhood. We might have some parents who are telling us, they were probably putting their own frustration on us as children, and we grow up and became adults, and now we are replicating the paradigms, the emotional and psychological paradigms they were putting on us, right? In fact, according to a good deal of research, self-criticism destroys our resilience. Suddenly, we are less able to learn from our mistakes when we beat ourselves up. You can't do that. If you're self-critical, you might tend to have greater anxiety and depression, and all of this will make you unable to bounce back from struggles, and you don't want that. Imagine. Let me just give you a metaphor. Imagine you have someone running a marathon, right? Marathon, everybody knows, or if you don't know, it's 26.2 miles. Don't ask me to run even 5 miles, but 26.2 miles, 42.1 kilometers for our European listeners. Now, check this out. You're running a marathon for the very first time in your life, and you trip and fall, and someone on the sideline says, "You're a loser. You are so not a runner. What are you doing here? Go home. Pack your stuff and go home." Now, that person, that imaginary person that I'm talking about here, is indeed our internal self-critical voice. So you want to combat that self-critical voice with self-compassion. Because self-compassion in this metaphor will be someone on the other side who will say something like, "Everybody falls, this is normal. You are so wonderful. You are awesome. You are terrific. You are totally killing this. You are going to make it. Keep walking. If you have to walk, just walk. Don't run. If it takes 8 hours, that's fine. It's about the experience. Never give up. Think about that. Compare those two voices, those two, I would say, mental, internal voices talking to you. Which one would you listen to? So self-compassion really is the ability to be mindful of your emotions, right? So you are able to be aware of the emotions that are going on inside whenever you feel at something. It doesn't mean that you identify with them. You just observe them. You notice them. You know they're there. You don't have to feel the fire or the ire, the anger. So self-compassion also involves understanding that everybody makes mistakes, and it's just part of being human. When you are self-compassionate, you're able to speak to yourself the way you would speak to a friend who just failed, and that is warmly and kindly. The third thing you need to do if you want to find calm during extreme stress and gain inner peace in the age of Corona is to take a digital break. Now, of course, after you finish listening to us, you can take the break. What I'm trying to say here is that according to research, too much screen time, I'm talking here about computer, TV, tablets, phablets, phone, whatever it is, all of this stuff, all of those devices can amplify stress, anxious feelings, and decrease happiness. Now, you can reverse this by taking a digital break every day. You can say, listen, in the morning until noon, I'm not checking my phone, or if you have to work, you have to work. If you go to work, you're going to work in front of a computer. But you can do this at night when you actually come back from work. You could actually just take a digital break from 6 p.m. until midnight, or until the time you go to bed, or you can take it until the next day, rather. So you can reverse this by taking one hour to start, and if you are successful, you go to 2 hours, 3 hours, and you gradually increase the length of time. Now, I'm not saying that phone, TV, computers, tablets, and phablets are bad. No, it's their use and their abuse, their overuse that becomes a problem, right? We are in the age of Corona, and people are extremely stressed because of the pandemic, but because of other stuff happening. And if you watch the news 24/7, guess what? You are going to be stressed. Not only because of whatever surrounds us, but you have some sort of anxiety-laden environment where people are talking about the economy going down. People are talking about, the news media are talking about people losing their jobs, the economy going down. You might be infected, blah, 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 blah. This is great, and this has some truth to it. But what I'm trying to say is that being stuck onto your computer screen 24/7 won't do you any good. So you need to take a digital break. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of Sweetie Kiwi. I hope you are doing fantastic. We are still having a conversation here around how to find calm during extreme stress and how to gain inner peace in the age of Corona. If you love this kind of content, we are happy to have you. Please consider subscribing to our channel and turn on the notification bell. We'll surely appreciate that. And please also comment below, like our content, and share. We're trying to grow our community. We're trying to expand our realm of coverage here, and we release this kind of shows every single day, rain or shine. Not on the same topic, but we diversify our topics because we love researching new content. We love researching new disciplines and present it to the public. Number 4, engage in a pleasant activity. Now, if you feel anxious, if you feel stressed, if you feel down, if you feel frustrated, or whatever the negative vibes can be, you are less likely to participate fully in life. So if you want to recover from stress, you can do so by participating in enjoyable activities, and you have to schedule those things, because, folks, it just doesn't happen. It wouldn't happen unless you make it happen. So you got to schedule it, and you have to participate in something you really enjoy. That's what it means. Enjoyable activity means that you enjoy the activity. So it has to be very, 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 very captivating. If you want some inspiration, go on Bing or Google or your favorite search engine and type in pleasant activities list, right? And you can make it up on yourself to schedule at least one activity a day into your calendar and watch your enthusiasm expand and explode. Number 5, maintain a gratitude card. Gratitude is one of my favorite I would say feelings. So at the beginning of the day, you want to write down one thing you're grateful for on a card. It could be a card, it could be a piece of paper, but please, no internet, no device, no phone, no smartphone, no Android, no. Take a pen or a pencil, whatever it is, and write it down on a piece of paper. It could be a card, it could be a piece of paper, whatever it is. And you want to carry that card or that paper with you and add to it throughout the day when you feel inspired. And at night, give the card to a family member or to a friend and talk about it. Or to a relative. It could be a child, it could be a father, a mother, it could be a spouse. And you want to talk about it. You want to have a conversation around it. If you are alone, if you live alone or you don't want to share this with someone else, you can read it out loud to yourself. Read the card out loud to yourself. And reading things you're grateful for will remind you that you are indeed blessed, that the problems that you might be having temporarily are insignificant compared to the mountain of gratitude or the mountain of blessings you currently have. You know, folks, the thing is, sometimes when we're having issues, when we're having problems, we forget all the good things that are going on in our lives, and we just tend to focus on the bad things. We tend to focus on the extreme stress and forget about the extreme happiness that we currently have. Number 6, connection to yourself. Now, connection to yourself means what? It means just you have to be in the moment. You know, how often are we actually present for another person 100%? You know, when was the last time you were talking to a friend, a relative, your spouse, a colleague, and you were really there? You were constantly in the moment. A lot of folks nowadays are very scared about even engaging or interacting with others. We have people who are extremely lonely, yet they don't want to get out there and talk to other people and be in the moment. And then we have to resort to some medication to sort of combat that loneliness, to combat that frustration, that anxiety. So you want to connect with yourself. The more you learn to connect with yourself, the better you will be. Now, our greatest human need after food and shelter is to connect with other people in a positive way. Right? We are meant to socialize from day one. We are meant to share this beautiful earth, this beautiful planet Earth with other people, to exchange, to experience, to love, to respect. All of those things you are able to do them if you are able to connect with yourself. See, before you can connect with others, you need to establish that connection with yourself. Think about it. Think about yourself as the Wi-Fi that you need to get on the internet. The internet is actually the whole world. It's your entourage. It's the whole world. It's the other people. But before you get on the internet, you need a Wi-Fi. So the router is yourself. So you need to connect with that router, that inner router first before you can get on the internet. All right? And you got to get on it 100%. Think about it. If the bars on your router are low, your connection is weak. So you can't navigate the internet, you can't browse comfortably. It's the same thing. If you're not fully connected with yourself, you cannot fully interact with other people. You might be interacting, but partially. You might be interacting with them at a very low level. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of Sweetie Key, where we're actually having a conversation here around how to beat stress, how to conquer extreme stress in the age of Corona and find inner peace. And I want to talk to you now about the fact that you need to have compassion for others. You know, earlier I was talking about how to connect with others, but now you have to have compassion for others. For you to find calm during extreme stress, it's kind of weird, but it's wonderful. Sometimes to find peace, you need to provide peace to others. Sometimes to be rich, you have to help other people become rich. Sometimes to be successful, you have to be able to help other people be successful. To be intelligent, you have to help, you have to teach, you have to help other people become intelligent. It's just so wonderful that we have this circle of this virtuous circle that allows us to interact with other people and share and empathize and sympathize, right? So anytime you have some kind of stress going on or some kind of anxiety, you want to ask yourself what happens to your state of mind in that moment. And if you are able to switch that and focus on somebody else, you would realize that you will have higher energy. You will be completely at their service. Whether it is volunteering or altruism or service or compassion, whatever it is that allows you to share your time, energy, passion with others for their own benefits, not for your benefits, this will increase your well-being tremendously. And the thing here is that you can even start tomorrow, start today. If you perform little acts of kindness, again, the more random, the better. The more random acts of kindness you perform, the better. And you will realize that with compassion, your heart rate will go down and your parasympathetic nervous system will be more activated. The great thing here is that kindness, if you really think about it, kindness and compassion can also help protect us from adversity here. Number 8, and this is the last one here. Do some breath work or breath work. So you want to breathe. You want to do some breath work. You can close your eyes. You can breathe slowly and deliberately. You can do some meditation, some yoga. The thing here is that you don't have to engage in any kind of a formal yoga or meditation technique. Listen, all you have to do right now as you're listening to me, take a beat, close your eyes, and take 10 deep breaths, slowly and deliberately. Let the air fill up your lungs, and with each exhale, breathe out your stress and worries. Let's do this again. Take a beat, close your eyes, and take 10 deep breaths, slowly and deliberately. Let the air fill up your lungs, and with each exhale, breathe out your stress and worries. So now, one thing you will realize is that breathing is a great way. It's a powerful way for us to regulate our emotions. Now, most human beings take the breathing process for granted, but through your breath, you can activate your parasympathetic nervous system. I said that before, and the parasympathetic nervous system is actually the great master in your body. It's the calming response in your body. And that would allow you to navigate extreme stress and gain inner peace in any situation, whether it is at work, in life, or even in the age of a global pandemic as Corona. All right, folks. So this is it. This is the end of today's conversation. I was talking to you about top 8 ways to find calm during extreme stress and gain inner peace in the age of Corona. Here are the 8 ways. Engage your senses. Have self-compassion. Take a digital break. Engage in a pleasant activity. Maintain a gratitude card. Connect to yourself. Have compassion for others. Do some breath work. I will talk to you next time. But until then, remember, stay peaceful, serene, and marvelous.